In today's video, I'm going to teach you ClickUp versus Trello features comparison, which is better for project management. We're diving into two of the most popular tools out there. Whether you're just opening one of these apps for the first time, or you're weighing pros and cons to pick the right fit, I'll walk you through a clear process to get the best results. The big idea to keep in mind is that this choice often comes down to power versus simplicity. ClickUp positions itself as the everything app, aiming to replace multiple tools and centralize your work. Trello, on the other hand, is all about an intuitive, card-based visual system that's fast to learn and satisfying to use. Knowing which of those philosophies matches your team will make your decision much easier. Let's start with why you might choose ClickUp. ClickUp is built for teams that constantly bounce between different platforms to collaborate, plan, document, and report. If your day involves a whiteboarding tool for brainstorming, a doc editor for specs, a chat app for quick discussions, and yet another tool for time tracking, ClickUp can consolidate a lot of that. It includes built-in whiteboards for mapping ideas, document editors for writing and sharing context right inside your workspace, and a chat interface so conversations live next to the work. This reduces the need to rely on separate tools just to keep a project moving. ClickUp also gives you granular control. Almost everything is customizable, from task statuses that reflect your team's actual process, to fields that track priority, effort, or even the weight of a task in a larger initiative. If you've ever felt boxed in by a rigid workflow, this can be a game changer. You can tailor views to each role, keep the high-level picture clean for leadership, and still let specialists drill into the details they need. Just remember that more knobs and dials also mean more decisions to make, so it helps to define a simple standard first and expand thoughtfully, rather than turning everything on at once. Another standout is advanced reporting. If you need to answer questions like how much time your team logged on a specific client last month, or which tasks consumed the most hours this quarter, ClickUp handles that natively. You can connect time entries to tasks and projects, track billable versus non-billable work, and generate reports without exporting data into another system. For agencies, consultancies, or teams with strict accountability requirements, this level of visibility can save hours every week and reduce end-of-month scrambling. ClickUp really shines with complex workflows. It's well suited for software development, where you want sprints, backlogs, and dependencies all in one place. It's also strong for large agencies managing many deliverables, reviews, and handoffs across multiple clients. Features like task dependencies, custom automations, and hierarchical structures make it easier to orchestrate hundreds of moving parts without losing track of who's doing what and when it's due. If your projects have a lot of interlocking steps, you'll feel the benefit quickly. Now, why might you choose Trello? Think of Trello as the digital sticky note. Its strength is visual speed and ease of adoption. You open a board, create lists that represent stages, add cards for tasks, and drag them across as work moves forward. It's extremely approachable for non-technical team members and for anyone who wants to see progress at a glance. Because there's very little clutter, you spend more time doing the work and less time learning the tool. Trello's approach to extensibility is its power-up library. Instead of shipping with a massive feature set you might not need, it lets you plug in only the extras that matter to you. If your team wants a calendar view to visualize due dates, turn it on. If syncing updates with your messaging app keeps everyone aligned, add that connection. This modularity means you can keep Trello simple, or you can extend it selectively as your needs grow without overwhelming the team on day one. Focus is another advantage. When you open Trello, you see your cards, your lists, and your progress. There aren't dozens of buttons competing for your attention. You move work to done, and you move on. That clarity is especially helpful for small teams, freelancers, and departments that just need a dependable to-do board everyone will actually use. Maintenance stays low because there's not much to configure or babysit, and that reliability encourages consistent adoption. So, what's the 2026 verdict on which is better? The answer depends on your scale and your workflow complexity. Choose ClickUp if you have a team of around 10 or more people. You manage projects with real dependencies and multiple stakeholders, and you want to consolidate your tool stack so documents, tasks, and time tracking live together on one bill. You'll get more control, deeper reporting, and a single source of truth, which pays off when coordination is the hardest part of your job. Just plan a bit of upfront configuration and light governance so your structure stays clean as the team grows. Choose Trello if you're a freelancer, a small team, or a department that needs a straightforward digital board that everyone can jump into immediately. If the top priority is momentum and adoption, Trello is tough to beat. It helps you start fast, keeps context visible, and scales with power-ups only when you're ready. You won't spend hours administering the tool. It simply supports your flow. If you're still on the fence, match the tool to the smallest set of features you truly need. If dependency chains, time reporting, and embedded docs are central to your day-to-day, ClickUp's all-in-one approach will feel cohesive and efficient. If your work is mostly task tracking and collaboration by moving cards from left to right, Trello's clarity and speed will let you focus on execution without the overhead. If you found value in today's video, hitting like is a small gesture that helps others discover this content. We're always looking to improve, so drop a note in the comments with what helped you most or how we can level up our production. We read every single one, and your feedback directly shapes what we build next.